Hello everyone and welcome back to the Rose Room. Today's video is about life pre-pregnancy and after pregnancy and actually having the child with me. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this video. So one thing that I had a lot of time to do before having a baby was I had time to just go out and be with my friends. That's one thing I miss the most, is being with my friends, being at college, being able to go out whenever I wanted, being able to just stay up late and really just enjoy myself and be independent. That's one thing that I did before I was pregnant. And the second thing was I had so much more free time to spend with my boyfriend. Like, we would go out on walks, we would go to the movies, go out to dinner at like 1 in the morning at school. We would stay up late, do homework and eat pizza, all kinds of stuff. And we just enjoyed each other's time. We actually had time for each other. We didn't have to like struggle to find time for each other, which was really great. And I think that's what really helped us create such a strong bond so fast. And yeah, so that's the second point. And then the third thing that I noticed pre-pregnancy was I just had more time for myself. Like, I could literally get up, take a shower, do my hair whenever I wanted, wear whatever I wanted. It was just so much more freedom on my end, and I had time to just sit down and watch TV without being interrupted. And I could go to the library, I could go to the park, wherever. I could just go out and do random stuff. I could go out hanging with my girlfriends and stuff like that. And it was really nice. Like, it was so much more freedom before I had a baby. But also, the fourth thing that's kind of good, that was kind of like, bad, I guess, was I had a lot of mental breakdowns before I was pregnant. Like, I would get so stressed out about stuff, and I would literally just have mental breakdowns and start ripping stuff off my wall, and just because I was like really stressed and I didn't know where my life was going. Like, I didn't know if I was doing the right thing, because I didn't actually know if I really wanted to be in college, because I always wanted to go to hair school and stuff like that. But I also wanted to try and go to college, just to experience what college was like, and just trying to figure out what major I wanted to be in, and if it was actually my passion, if I was actually going to be happy with that major. Made it a lot more difficult. So that's really how my life was pre-baby. So after baby, first thing that I noticed is I didn't have any time for myself. I literally don't have any time for myself unless somebody says, okay, Jayla, I'll take the baby for you. You go out and have some fun, go get yourself some ice cream, go on a walk, take a breather, just go out and do something. And that's usually right now. Well, when I was back at home, my mom would do that. And when I'm here, Joe's parents do that a lot. And I really do appreciate them for that. But like, even on the macro, like, it's still hard because I am around her all the time, and I literally have to wait until she's either asleep or playing with somebody else to take a shower or do my hair. And it's ridiculous. It's like, literally, my schedule is surrounded by her. And it's like, man, like, when am I ever gonna have this time to just do me back? And it won't really happen until she's able to, probably do stuff on her own, like walk and, feed herself and stuff like that. Like, all I gotta do is make the food and stuff, but she'll be able to have friends over, which probably won't be for another couple of years till she's actually like able to just function and do stuff on her own a little bit. where I just have to monitor everything, and I can actually go get in the shower and be like, hey, stay in your room, how we in the shower, stuff like that. But right now it's pretty hard because she still depends on me for a lot of stuff. And then the second thing that has been stressing me, really, is the fact that I really don't have a lot of time. I feel like I don't have a lot of time to just be with my boyfriend. Like, I really do miss him. Like, I miss him a lot. And I'm pretty sure you guys can relate. Like, sometimes your kids just overshadow your partner, and I'm pretty sure, like, they know this is too, but I think it's hard on the mom because you feel like you have, as a mom, you just have to focus on your child. Because your mom, like, your nurturer, your provider for them. But I mean, I always have to keep in mind that, hey, your boyfriend needs you. Like, your boyfriend needs you. You can't just forget about that relationship, because without this relationship, you wouldn't even have her. So you can't neglect the person that gave you such a beautiful blessing. You can't neglect them. I mean, yes, the baby's important, but you and your boyfriend should be more important. Should be not more important, but should be as important, because what are you gonna do if you don't have them around? Like, how you gonna raise her if you guys can't even have a simple conversation, you know? And that's to communicate with each other and spend time with each other, make sure you're on good terms, and make sure that you're both happy. And it's hard just making sure that you're checking up on them, because both of you are constantly checking up on the baby to make sure the baby's okay. But, you know, as she gets older, we'll be able to get our time in, more time for each other and stuff like that. But even still, we still make time for each other. We go out on dates, we go out on walks, even like a simple walk to the grocery store. We really have to spend our time wisely when we are with each other. And yeah, so that's one. That's like the second thing. The third thing would probably be, I've gotten closer to God after having this baby. Like, I realized, like, I cannot do this on my own. I really cannot do this on my own. Like, I just need God. Like, without him, I would not be this far into being a mom. Like, I would have given up a long time ago, probably within the few weeks that I had it. And it's sad to say that, but it's true, because that's how I was feeling at the time. But then also, I need to remember that my emotions do not control my life. And I think that's one thing people forget, especially being a mom, because it's pretty much like an emotional roller coaster after you have a child. Like, through all the stages that they go through and all the things that you have to deal with them growing up. It's an emotional roller coaster. But you really do have to keep in mind, like, your emotions are temporary and life is permanent. So no matter what you're feeling, you have to stay consistent, because you have a life to live. So, yeah, her being here has definitely brought me closer to God, and me moving actually helped me get closer to God, because Joe's parents are pastors. I mean, that really didn't, like, determine whether I was going to be closer with God just because I was around them more, but just seeing them and them being an example of a marriage that's lasted 30-something years, and just being, they're so in tune with the Spirit, and they love their church, and they love the people of their church. They always make sure everybody's taken care of. They're so kind and stuff like that. It's just like, that's what I want, and they're genuinely happy with the life that they live for God. And that's what I want. That's really what I want, because I notice as other people are going around this life, you know, they're just doing whatever, and you think they're happy, but it's like, really, your happiness is so temporary, you know? And now my daughter, I feel like she grounded me in who I really was, and I really was meant to, like, help people, minister to people, and just share my wisdom and knowledge with the world, and help people grow and focus on what they actually need to be focusing on, which is finding your purpose and reaching your goals and walking into your destiny. So that's a third thing that life after a child has done for me. And fourth thing is something that everybody always says, and it's maturity. this baby has matured me so much. Like, it's unbelievable the amount of time that I won't spend fighting with people, the amount of time that I won't spend arguing with people, the amount of time that I spend just getting to know myself and learning things that I didn't know before, just trying to help myself out financially and just building what I need to build for myself, like just taking time to just breathe and enjoy life and just not spend time doing stupid things like smoking and just doing reckless stuff with my life that actually isn't helping me go anywhere. And I'm so happy with myself because the amount of maturity that I've seen within myself is phenomenal. Of course, there is so much more that I can learn and grow into, but just in this last 6 months, 7 months, I've grown so much, and it's all due to God as that baby. Not that baby, my daughter. But yeah, they really have helped me so much in maturing and becoming the woman that I am supposed to be for the rest of my kids as well. Even though I don't have them yet, like, I'm becoming the woman that I need to raise a family and be a wife and be a mother and be a minister and be a first lady. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it, you guys. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the topic. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. This is the end of the series. I must remind you guys again, this is the end of the series. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys can relate to some of the things that I dealt with pre-pregnancy and post-pregnancy. And I just want to let you guys know that, like, just focus on the good in life. Like, really focus on the good. And make sure you're spending your time wisely, especially with your kids and stuff like that. And just make the most out of everything that you have. Like, I don't have everything in the world that I want, but I have what I need. And that's because of God. And some people feel like they're lacking because they don't have all this stuff. And no, you're not lacking. You have exactly what you need at this time. So don't ever think that you don't have enough, because you definitely do. You need to put it into perspective that you actually do. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Like the video if you really enjoyed this series. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, you probably should. No, you should. Not probably. You should to watch them. And what else? You should comment if you can relate to anything, because being a human is hard. So I know being a mom is even harder. Like, any title that you get is hard. So yeah, just comment, share the video to just spread the knowledge, spread the wealth, spread the experiences, share the fact that there are more similarities than there are differences in women. And I will see you guys next time. You gotta leave in the rose room.